Testimony planted to God. Now it's one way I go start to share. Hey, he has done it again. He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He has done it again. He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. My brother, suddenly everything just changed suddenly. You see, for my matter, don't be by my ability. Now I'm singing joyfully, oh, cause he has supplied abundantly. Every opportunity I get, so not to praise and heavily. Heavenly Father, Jesus, Jesus, great supplier, you make impossibility possible. My ambition, my passion, employment, promotion suddenly, restoration suddenly, everything happens suddenly. My God has done it again. He 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 has. Okay. Welcome, folks. Welcome to another edition of the talk here at Talk TV Media Network. Business talk today with the CEO, Sam Gadu. Those of you who are following, those of you who will come, follow, because this is going to be so beneficial for your hearing, especially those of you who have the aspiration of getting into business, the ambition of being in business. Also, even those of you who are already in business, are you doing the right thing with the business that you already are doing? And today, I just feel the urge to come on a platform to talk about business, because we haven't had this segment of Talk TV Media in a while. So I would like to welcome all of you out there in media land. Again, my name is Sam Gadu. It's nothing but business is what we're going to talk about. Business. How to start a business. What kind of business should you start? I'll be talking from two different perspectives. Perspective number one has to do with starting a business here in the US, and perspective number two has to do with looking at the business environment, a business world in Liberia. So I will be talking to you from two different perspectives: business in Liberia and business here in the US. For those of you business people, entrepreneurs like myself, this is why you love to talk about. I won't talk to you about this if I don't have the passion, if I'm not doing it, because this is what I have done all my life, business. So welcome to the show. And those of you who are watching, share the link, share the platform. We will take just one more second break, and then I will be right back with a meet for the day. Testimony planted to God. Now it's one way I go start to share. He has done it again. He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. He has done it again. He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. My brother, suddenly everything just changed suddenly. You see, for my matter, don't be by my ability. Now I'm singing joyfully, oh, cause he has supplied abundantly. Every opportunity I get, so not to praise and heavily. Heavenly Father, Jesus, great supplier, you make impossibility possible. My ambition, my passion, employment, promotion suddenly. Restoration suddenly. Everything happens suddenly. Hey, my God has done it again. Oh, He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh, yeah. He has done it again. He has done it again. He has done it again. Oh, hey, oh. Okay, folks. Welcome to the Business Talk Show here at Talk TV Media Network with Sam Gadu. Welcome. Today is the December 8th, 2022. Oh my gosh, the time is moving so fast. Man, Christmas, sooner or later, Christmas will be here. My Christmas on y'all. All the people that are watching, my Christmas on y'all. Hey, James Allison, welcome to the show. Those of you who are watching out there, welcome to the show. Welcome. Charleston, welcome. All of you out there, welcome to Talk TV Media Network. Business. And then the biggest question here is, I would love to start today, is why business? The biggest question in the room. Why business? Right there. There are reasons, different reasons people start businesses, right? Different reasons. Most people start businesses, and we'll find out why. Do you even like it? Do you love it? Or are you in it for the sake of money? Profit. Is that the purpose for why you are in business? Because everything has to do with passion. I'm speaking to you from my experience, and I'm not going to leave it off the table. I'm going to bring it to you so it will benefit you. Or you might know someone who you could send the link to that probably is going to benefit from this show today. Why business? What is the purpose for you being in business? What is the purpose for one being in business? Because if you see different facets and different careers people are into, when someone is in the medical field, there's a reason. Some people have the heart to serve people. That's why they're in the medical field when they feel like. Why some people are artists, some people, why do they sing? They're in the music world because this is something they like. And then I ask the biggest question here, why business? Why are you in business? Or why do you even want to get into business? These are some of because some of you are contemplating about getting into business, but maybe you don't even know the way out. You don't even understand how to begin or when to begin. And this is where we want to be able to help in this area of business. Why do you want to get into business? Do you just want to get into business for profit, for money? Sick? Why? What is the essence for you being in business? Do you want financial freedom? There are different reasons, different. If I were to ask about 5-10 people, why are they into business? They will all give me different answers. I know the biggest question is for money, but is that your calling? Is that your area? Because you will not be able to function effectively in that area if it is not your calling, if it is not your passion, if you don't have the passion to do it. So first you need to have passion in what you are doing or what you want to do. So let's say I want to do a business, Sam Gadu, and I'm looking at a couple of different businesses in my life. I want to do different ventures. I do a demographic research of the market. The market is huge. First thing, you got to look at your competition, all of that. When you figure out the type of business you want to do, now you have to look at your competition. Who are your competition? What are you going to compete with? Those that you will be competing with. How is that going to help you? What sets you apart from your competition? What's going to make you different from your competition? Because you are not going to get in business to be like any other person, any other business person out there. You have to set yourself different from your competition. And the things that you will employ, the things that you will do, that you put in place, we indicate that. right? As in, this is what I have. So what I'm trying to say here for you to understand, let me demonstrate that so you will be able to have a complete understanding of what I'm talking about. So I have this globe in my hand. If I say I want to sell all these globes, there are thousands and thousands of different globes around the world on different markets that people are selling. But if I decide to sell this globe, that this is going to be my business, how am I going to convince my competition, the public out there, to leave the rest of the globe to come and buy my globe? What makes my globe more important, more valuable than the rest of the globes? Right? So you have to understand that. For those of you in Liberia, if you're selling a Lapa market or table market, what sets you apart from the other table market people? What do you have on your table that's different, that is unique? You have to look at pricing. Don't forget about that. Pricing is key, right? And then the durability of the commodity, how good of the commodity that you want to sell, how good is it for consumption, for human consumption? How good is that commodity? So you look at some of those things as well. So from a professional standpoint, let's say you want to start a business. The first thing that you need to do is it depends which environment you are in, you find yourself in. First, I will advise you to narrow it down to this is what I want to do. And when you find that thing, that business you want to do, the next thing is, do I need to register it? Because there where most people make more mistakes. Registering a business, bringing legal advice into the business has to do with you, as though it's like the picture I can paint for you to understand is like you're building a house. What is the first thing that you have to begin with when you're building a house? The foundation, right? The foundation, you have to lay the foundation first before the walls goes up. So in running a business, you have a business idea. The first thing you want to do is to make it legit, to register it. You know, if you don't have the means or the ideas about going around about registering a business, this is where legal counsel come in. You know someone who has a legal mind when it comes to establishing businesses. You consult, you do consultation, right? You go about, because I want you to do it right. If this is something you want to do, this is not just for anybody who just want to get in business, boom, boom. This particular piece I'm bringing to you, I'm talking about serious-minded business people, someone who really want to do business. You want to make your business legitimate. You want to make your business legal. That means register it if it needs to be registered with the government, as everyone else. Because what that does is it gives you a status. When you register your business, you're telling the world, you're telling people that you're serious. And most of all, you are telling yourself how serious you are, right? Because you're going to pay some money to start this thing. So you register it, you have your papers, legal papers, that gives you the right and the ability, the privilege to go ahead and open a business. That is the first foundation you want to do, right? And now, in establishing or opening a business, you want to be able to have counsel. I always, before I could even get into business, I always hung around people who always are doing businesses and they are successful in what they are doing. Because I knew that I was inside me, deep down inside me, nothing else, business. That's it. So in order to grow it, in order to grow this thing over the years, over time, I had to align myself with business people. Someone who is into business and is doing successful in business. Right? Because what advice would I get from a doctor or a singer, someone who's not in business? How is it going to benefit me to go to them for advice? And this is where most people too make mistakes. Sometimes they go to pastors. You have to understand, not all pastors are business people. Yes, the only thing probably they're going to do is to lay hands over you and your business and pray for you, which is not bad. It's good, right? But when it comes to the real, actual, practical business advice, they don't have that understanding. So for you to take all of that to them, you might end up getting, you may not get what you want. What type of advice? You want to come to someone who is actually into business or has been in business and has been successful in business. That's how you will thrive. They will give you the practical part of it. They will give you the nitty gritty, the examples. They will set you up that failure is going to come along the way, that challenges will come along the way. Why business? You know, why? And they have we have there are different types of businesses that people look at, and some of them are sole proprietorship, a limited liability company. Almost about seven of them. Let me bring them right there on the screen for you to see. So these are some of the categories of the types of businesses that you may want to look at starting. Most people, you find a majority of the people doing sole proprietorship, a sole proprietor business, partnership, limited partnership. You have the corporation, you have the LLC, the limited liability company. You have the nonprofit, you have the co-op, right? All of these are the different types of businesses. And so someone if someone were to come to me to ask me, what is the most, best, probably easiest to start, I would rather point you first to the limited liability company or the sole proprietorship, right? Because for a limited liability company, which is the LLC, you will find out in there that it has a what? It's a blend of partnership and corporation. No personal property is at risk. Less regulation. All of that. Those are some of the things that you want to look at for a limited liability company. So when you're running a limited liability company, your personal property is not at risk. There are other types of businesses that you will run when you find yourself in trouble. The government is coming on you or whatsoever. They will go after not just the business assets, but they will go after your personal property. Let's say you own a home or you own vehicles, whatever it is that you have that is personal, it will go after that, right? So what protects you from that is the limited liability company. And I'm not here to give you legal advice because I'm not a legal person. So if you are intending to do this, I will advise you to find a legal, a lawyer, a legal practitioner to be able to help you. I'm just helping you about the different types of business. So I'm not here to give you a legal advice when it comes to what type of business you should start. It's left with you and your legal counsel. But when you start a business, you want to bring into effect accounting, because these are the nitty gritties. These are the things that will set you, that will help you grow into your business. Accounting is very important, and that helps you to put you in check. Your accounting, money's coming in, money's going out. Is it accounted for? Everything, property, goods, whatever comes in, is it documented? Those are all the things you want to take accounting very, very serious, because you want to get in business to make profit. That's their hallmark. People want to get all of us in business to make profit, right? So you come up with the idea of the type of business you want, and then you register it, and then employ accounting. Now, one of the most important thing is location, location, location. Location is very, very, very important. If you want your business to thrive, to grow, you have to consider location. What locality, in what location is your business? Are you going to establish this business? Are you going to set it up? It's very, very key, because you could have a very good commodity or idea, But if you take that idea and take it way in the bush and set it somewhere where it's difficult for customers to reach, to find, you're not going to make profit. You're not going to be known, you know. So, I mean, those are some of the things you want to take into consideration. And in this day and age, I would tell most people, if you're starting a business or you are running a business, consider having a storefront, online storefront, you know, having it online, a website. There are a lot of free places or areas out there that you can have free websites, easy free website. You have also social media platforms. These are areas you don't want to you want to take advantage of. Social media platforms are free: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You take your business out there, because that your storefront is your phone. It's right there in your hand, or your laptop, or your tablet. You just need to engage, consistency. And in business, for success, you have to be consistent. So those are some of the things we want to look at, because consistency is very, very key into business. You may have the ideas. In every career, there are failures and successes. There are pros and cons, right? So the same thing goes with business. You got to have within you the spirit of never giving up, because when you give up, then that's it. And that's one of the disadvantages when it comes to business. You are your own self-motivator. You got to have that motivation within you. If you don't have that self-motivation within you, you're not going to be successful. It's a whole lot different as someone who's working for an entity or a government. They go in the morning, they clock in 8 o'clock, by 4 or 5 o'clock, they clock out. That's different. That their pay is set up. They're working for someone else. But now, if this is your business, you are the one. You have to work to make sure the profit comes. You have to get up. You're going to work long hours, and you have to commit to working long hours, right? You got to get up to get it done when you're not even feeling it. Some days you don't feel it. You got to get up and get it done, because you don't do it, ain't nobody going to do it. So you are your own boss. You got to get the business established. You got to get it running, up and running, because the benefit there is when you are successful, the business thrive and becomes successful. Then now comes your own time to relax, to call the shots, because the benefit there is now it almost looks like the driver who has the key to the vehicle in your hand. Now you turn it off, you turn it on. That's how it is. That's the benefit of running a business. You control your own time. You control your own life. No one is dictating you. If you don't show up by 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning, you're going to get fired or written off. You have to get a 2-3 week vacation off. You have to work for X number of hours before you even get vacation time. All of that. I can shut things down right now for a month or two and go somewhere and relax, right? Based on what I have established over the years. But when I was doing it, I had to get to work to do those things to get to where I want to get. Because as a business person, you are a visionary. Every business individual or business person must be a visionary. It's just like people who are in the gospel, prophets. Same way they sit down, the prophet, prophesy and talk all this. And, a business person, I tell people, we are prophets, we are visionaries. We see things that others do not see in the business world. We see profit when we don't even have it yet. That is the benefit of running a business. You see the profit, the amount of money you're going to get when it comes to faith. That's why I tell people, I say business people who got more faith than people who are really praying and worshiping to God every day. Because the thing is not in our hand. And we just have to believe that we're going to get it, and we're working towards it. Eventually we get it. That takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of belief. So when it comes to implementing the world, don't just rule out business people. They are faith-believing people, because we call those things that are not into being as though they are. And then we strive towards them. That is the uniqueness that comes with business. So you get to control your own time. You get to do the things you want to do in life when your business is established. One of the mistakes that most people make is this: eating your profit too early. And this goes to most Liberians, businesses. Most Liberian entrepreneurs, they start a business, they want to start eating a profit. You starting a business, you started first, business start growing, customers are coming in, they're paying you to execute certain amount of jobs and stuff done. They advance you, they give you the advance, you eat the advance. Instead of getting the job done first, when you are done, then what's left over, you decide this I must put back into the business to grow the business faster the way I want. Instead, you eat it. Then you start all over again. So when you keep doing that, because most Liberian business people do that, you find yourself going in a vicious circle over and over. Your business is not growing. You're stagnant. That's what happened, because you get all the profit today, you go eat it. You only maintaining the capital. Then why are you in business? Because you want the business to grow. Right? You're in business for the business to grow, not to eat the capital. The best you will eat, but you have to starve yourself for certain time until the business grows. So when you eat, you lick your elbow. When one time big profit come, it all gone. Then the next time you're going back to square one, starting all over. Wrong business. Very wrong business. I just thought I had to point that out there. So you want to make sure that if you're making profit in a business, it's thriving, growing gradually. You want to be able to grow it. Just like you a farmer that goes out and plant bitter ball or apple or pineapple, or crops in the garden. You go in there every time to water it. You have to water it, so it will grow, especially the way the dry season coming. Like you Americans, you don't understand what we call dry season. Dry season is like what we call summer here in the US. So you have to learn how to water your crops, your plant that you planted, especially like okra. If you plant okra, you have to water it so it will grow. It will grow. It will grow. Or corn, right? You can't just plant it and walk away and leave it there. Say, oh, it's in the ground, it's gonna grow. No, because what's gonna come around? Termites, ants will eat it up, or the sun is not shining to beat it to grow, or the rain is not coming as expected, so the seed might die. So your job as the planter is to make sure you water this. Business is like that. You have to water it. You have to water it. You have to be patient. You have to water it. Water it. You have to put a fence around it. That fence is a barricade that prevent pesticides or pets or whatever coming around to destroy that thing that you love. Meaning your friends, you have to give away your time, your good time you want to go hang out with friends with. You start your business, you don't have time for that. What matters to you is your business. You're growing it, That's it. So your business become that plant that you have planted. So you have to nurture it. You have to protect it. You have to guide that business, that idea. You don't want people coming around your idea that will destroy it. That's the beauty of business. Protect it, because when it grows, I tell you, I'm speaking to you from experience, because when I started my first business here in the city, I never had time for hanging out with friends, buddies. Every time, weekends, oh my God, Liberian people like to hang out. You know that. So that was one of the things. I had to let go of that. I had to sacrifice my time, because I knew what I wanted. I knew years, 10 years, 15 years, what I wanted to become. So in order to become, I had to sacrifice the stage I was in, to let go of certain things. The pleasure, Liberian man say the pleasure. I had to let go the pleasure, the good times, the hanging around. Just go hang around and waste time and sit around and watch football and scream and yell and party all day, when I had to be somewhere nurturing, growing, doing the things I want to do, so that 5, 10 years, 15 years, I don't have to keep working for people. That is, I hope this is going to help somebody. Right? So for today, we're going to take this first 30 minutes today over. I just wanted to make sure Talk TV Business with the CEO resumes today. So you're looking at starting your business, but you have to run it with integrity, register it, accounting. You know, so some of you talking about accounting, some of you, if you're running businesses where you don't have to employ a professional accountant, you can have someone hold you accountable, a friend, someone that you really trust, that can hold you accountable. Some of you, you can hold yourself accountable, you know, and be able to do the things, but you have to be very mindful, writing everything down, the income, the profit that's coming in, how it's going out, expenses, all of that. But I would tell you, integrity and character is another pillar for business, because nobody want to do business with someone who doesn't have integrity or character. That is very key. That's one of the bedrocks to a successful business. People have to learn to trust you. Family, friends, people who don't know you, must you have to create an environment where you are dependable, where they can trust you. That if you say you're going to open that store 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock that store will open. You can't have the people coming over there. You put a sign to the door. The store opens 8 o'clock, but then you come in 8:30 or 9. No, that is not good business. That's not character. That's not integrity. Because time is important in business. Time matters. Time is very, very key in business. So character is one of the pillars. You can't say you're running a hospital and then hospital open at 7 a.m. But then patients are lined up 8 o'clock. You're not even there. You should be there 30 minutes or an hour ahead of time to avoid, to fix, and take care of any unforeseen circumstances before you open up. So all those things are very, very important in business. And it's hard to just finish it all today. But next week, I'll be here at the same time. Next week, Thursday at 12 noon Central Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Liberian time, to bring you why business. So today you're looking at a couple of these things. We talk about the challenges right there, the challenges that most people face in starting a business, and what it takes to start a business as well. That right there. But my biggest question I want to leave with you is this one on the screen. Why haven't you started your own business? That is the question that I'm leaving with you. Remember, I started with asking you a question. Why business? And now, as I end this piece of this segment, I'm asking you, leaving you with a question. Why haven't you started doing your own business? That is a question for you to answer. Thank you so much, all of you guys. Wendy, Clark, Fatu, Debbie, Depp, Cecilia, James, Allison, Charleston, all of you that follow us today. Thank you so much for following us on the show here at Talk TV Media Network. Thanks for watching and being part of the show and for sharing it. So this is a 30-minute segment. We just about 4 minutes into our 30-minute segment. So we look forward to seeing you here next week, the same time every Thursday for Talk TV Business with the CEO, Sam Gadu. Until then, I will catch you another time. Go do business. The way to financial freedom.